All right. So, welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina. Today, we are reacting to some stuff I found on the tweets today. It's something else. You ever heard the Wachowski brothers? Yeah, well, they made this little movie called The Matrix, and well, they're women now. Well, not actually women. They're the faux women. So anyway, let's watch their interview here.
To be honest, like for me, the people that I saw, the first images that really struck a chord with me were, trans women and pornography. And there was something that unlocked in my brain that I saw these wonderful, fearless performers becoming desirable. And in my head, I could take the leap where I felt like, well, if I could be desirable, then maybe I could be loved. And for me, that's like one of the keys that trans people have to struggle through. Will somebody love me? And so, yeah, that's my answer, Nick Adams.
That's an excellent answer, Lily Wachowski.
Disgusting! Okay, so when we talk about saying the quiet part out loud, he became a woman because porn is the best way to see real trans women, apparently. Ew? No? What? I mean, are all trans women in porn? I mean, you take a look at these men who are now women and you're like, so they got their idea to be a woman from porn. And people walking around the world, while this person is walking around in it, is supposed to be like, I respect you as a woman because you created yourself based on porn. I don't find any respect there. This is giving a bad reputation to trans women altogether. See, this is what makes me believe that the men who transition later on in life, a whole slew of them, a good majority of them are just autogynephiles. Which is someone who gets off dressing like the opposite sex, a man dressing like a woman. He gets off doing that in public. Now, I'll say this. This is why I don't like AGPs. I do not like AGPs because strangers are not giving consent to turn these people on. Like, this Wachowski man, is walking around, on the street, and other women and children are walking by him, and they're seeing him like a woman, and he's getting turned on. Now, did those people give him consent? No. I did not consent to turn you on, sir, by looking at you and seeing what you're dressed up as. That you think the AGPs would still dress up like women if they were the only person in the world? Do you think they would transition if they were all by themselves and there was no one on Earth? No, because they need people around to see them in order for their gag to work, in order for their transness to turn them on. So you need to be turned on to be happy? You gotta walk around with a boner all the time in order to be happy? You don't think that's a little fucking mental? No, you don't. Okay. Well, I think it is. I think, I don't know what happened to Me Too, where it was like consent. You're supposed to give consent. You're supposed to ask for consent. But with these fake trans people, they don't ask for consent. They just do it. And you're supposed to just shut up and deal with it. I find that to be a big bunch of bullshit. You ever notice how you don't see a lot of trans women that pass, but you see a whole lot of men who are dressed as women? It's not because they're actually trans. And also, mind you, another reason I know these people are not trans, but they're actually AGPs, which is a kink, by the way, is because did you hear the motherfucker's voice? Did you? A real transsexual woman would never talk like this. Well, let me just talk to you for a second. Like, a real transsexual who was trying to be a woman would try. This is not trying. They don't want to try because they want people to see them as the ugly women that they are, because that's what turns them on. They started the AGP thing, the turning trans thing, by watching porn. So they're trans because of porn. So when they walk around and you see them, you think, because of porn. It's all about sex. And strangers are supposed to be cool with them being in their spaces. Women are supposed to be cool with that. See, this is where the road is a little slippery. Because I didn't turn lesbian because of porn, okay? Because you can't turn lesbian to begin with. But you can turn trans, apparently, because of porn. The road gets sticky because the lesbians and the gays didn't say, yeah, you know what got me really into women? Was porn. No! We were saying we just want to be in love with people of the same sex. Leave us alone. Just be nice to us. You don't even have to accept us. You don't have to like us even. Just don't fucking bully us. We just want to be in love with the people of the same sex. That was it. Now these people are like, well, not only do you have to call me a woman so I get turned on by looking like a man dressed as a woman, but you have to respect me and give me praise. Excuse me, sir. No. And this is predatory behavior. And the fact that people don't see this makes me think that they're completely oblivious to a lot of things. And in which case, if they're so oblivious, then they have to be retarded. It's getting way too crazy out there. Now let's go over the caption. Because creators of The Matrix, the Wachowski brothers, credited porn with their transgender identities and were part of LA's BDSM community. For people who don't know BDSM, it's a kink. Dominatrix Karen Winslow, aka Ilsa Strict, ran the dungeon where the Wachowski brothers went for sexual sessions with trans porn star Buck Angel, who she would later leave to marry Larry Wachowski after he trans to Lana. Strick's specialty was CBT, and no, that's not cognitive behavioral therapy like probably should have had. It's a form of genital torture that involves inserting needles, constricting blood flow, and causing injury to the testicles. Kind of reminds me of Will Thomas. You know, that swimmer, the AGP swimmer who cut off his nuts and had them in a jar and posted it online? Kind of reminds me of that. Andrew Wachowski, now Lily, has advocated transitioning children, i.e. chemical or surgical castration, and has partnered with the ACLU! Oh my God! The ACLU was for free speech and now is for mutilating children. So the ACLU is now just a giant Munchausen by proxy organization. Sadomasochism, pornography, and body modification fetishism is at the core of gender ideology. Yes, it is. You notice how gay and lesbian has nothing to do with that? Because gay and lesbian has nothing to do with gender ideology because it's all about sexual orientation. I'm not claiming to be a man. I'm not claiming to be non-binary, a they, them. I'm a woman. That's what I am. That's who I am. I don't identify as fuck all. But what got me about this was why they mentioned Buck. Now, on our videos, we get a lot of comments talking about their disdain for Buck Angel. And I don't know why. And not no one, even when I have looked it up, no one has ever given me a good goddamn reason. I've heard them say, well, Buck was for child transition. Not anymore. So if he ain't for it now, why are you still going after him? That makes no fucking sense to me. I don't know if I feel embarrassed or just so let down by the people who I thought were fighting for women. I feel really let down that they're attacking people who are fighting with us now. Just because he wasn't fighting, if he wasn't fighting with us then, and he is now, why are you attacking Buck because of what he said before? It's not what he's saying now. He's got a whole fucking page, a whole fucking account, a whole fucking YouTube channel dedicated to going against all the gender ideology, transitioning kids shit. So why are the people who are fighting with us fighting against him? It makes no fucking sense. Do you know how many people are out there you could be fighting against? You could be fighting against. Oh my God, queer kid stuff. The first one that pops out of my head. But no, you want to fight the person who doesn't think like that anymore. This is what you say. Why? Is it low-hanging fruit? Are you lazy? What is it? Sometimes I think it's audience capture with these people. I thought that they were fighting with me. Now I have to wonder if they're going to turn around and be like, fuck you too. Oh, excuse me. No, that kind of mentality is for the LGBTQ. They fight with each other. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be better. We're supposed to be adults. We're supposed to be the wise, intelligent people in the room, not turning against the same people who are fighting with us. What the fuck? Dude, start fighting the pedophiles. You're going after people who are too easy to go after instead of going after the real heads. And why? Because your audience doesn't like Buck and you know you can get some views. Moolah. It's a little too easy. What's going down deep inside that is not right? Something ain't right, man. I'm not digging it. Why would anyone take us seriously when we are putting down the people who are fighting the same fight that we're fighting? Like and subscribe, comment below. And also you can join our memberships for early access to our videos. Ring that bell and join me again.